Let me see if I can put this somewhere along the way here while I'm cutting the apples and the sweet potato and boiling them to make sweet potato cheesecake and apple pies. Hopefully those two are okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're just climbing the stairs. Okay, be careful there. And we got some stuff from the dollar shop. It's like really cute trick or treat bowl, and we're gonna put those. We're gonna make melt chocolates with the shape of like spooky stuff, like ghosts and eyeballs and stuff, and put them in those bags. And this is something cool that I can put on the table. It's really cool, you guys. Look, it's really cool. It's shiny spider web. I love stuff for like holiday stuff. I really like it. I like Christmassy stuff too, and Halloween stuff, and just like when you go to the mall, when you see all the decoration that they have, like the leaves, the orange leaves, it's just so pretty. I don't know how to put that phone. I'm just gonna try to balance it here on some herbal tea bags. I hope it stays. Okay. Have you seen my avocado trees? That's how they start. And then there's some outside, and then there's some indoors in pots, big pots. But one of them is almost 1 meter. I feel like I'm so excited. So, let me move stuff around. So today, I was just thinking about this. So with the risk to sound maybe prideful or whatever, I'll just say it. You know how usually moms know their ways of how to do certain things in the house because they have done it so many multiple times. For example, you know exactly when the baby's gonna poo poo. I know when my twins usually poo poo, and they poo poo in different times of the day. Usually my baby boy is in the morning after breakfast, and then my baby girl is after lunch. I don't know why it's like that, but it's been like that since spring, I think. And so I'm used to it, and then you know, because they get rash anyways, even now, because I started putting like long pants on them, and I think it's still warm out there, so their skin gets infected, like between the legs, the area like way down even, because sometimes they walk around with their diaper way too low because it's full of pee pee, and it gets infected. So I have to powder them a lot, and there's this spray you can apply on it. It helps because it's really painful. But my point is, like, you go and you wash their bum. I go and wash their bum in the bathroom. Sorry, I'm right here. I'm just washing my knife in my hand. So yeah, so and then there are certain things I do with the laundry, how I put the laundry outside in the random two pipes that we have, and then the other hanging things with little clips on it. Yeah, and the reason I do it, not because it's just I'm a knucklehead and I say this is my way and that's the only way and no other way, or if husband does the laundry, I would go and redo some of the stuff, because it's not because I just want to prove how I'm the better one, the perfect one. I think it's, for me, how I think it's because certain things I want to be more aired on the sun, like straight in the sun, like bleached out in the sun, because of used, and other things could be like more in the back, you know, stuff like that. I think rationally, I think the best way of the most efficient way of doing stuff, and not to compare, I don't want to like put myself as I'm the better one, but I will go and wash their bum, and I know sometimes chunks in between the butt cheeks, and it will go down the drain, and the baby see it. And so they, if I didn't see it, if I miss it, they show me, and you know, they like when the bubbles go down to the drain, and I make sure that I afterwards I rinse the everywhere. So if there's like any pieces and chunk of, you know, poo all over the bathroom floor, I don't, because in Japan the bathroom, I'll show you. I'm just wasting my time explaining to you guys. I'll just show you the bathroom So the drain is here, and then here's everything can be wet, you know. So when you wash the bum, your feet have to be wet too. So in the winter, you have to take your socks off. But like here's a shower, and so you wash them here, and I rinse it afterwards because there is no, you know, this floor is like no smooth, so sometimes chunks get so. But then other people who wash their butts, they don't. So I just saw 2 chunks of poo poo sitting there, and the door is wide open. I always close it. That place shouldn't be there where the babies still have access to it. But you know, those are, to me, are things that I have learned. Doesn't make sense. I have learned to do those things, or what things I don't have to do, or what I have to do, what I have to avoid for the safety of the kids. Other people that come into their life, they just come and go, you know, and I'm the constant that is always there for them. And so I know what's the best, I guess, and how to work it out so that they can be safe and also clean. So the people coming to me saying like the moms can be knuckleheads, they can be like helicopter moms, or they can be like clean freaks and whatever. Yeah, keep your opinion to yourself, please, because it's hard enough to maintain the cleanliness in this place. Having 5 kids and 2 toddlers, especially, there's trust me, Lego pieces everywhere I step. Lego pieces, magnet ABCs right now. Eyeballs that, you know, ping pong balls that we have accumulated throughout the years from Halloween, that all the eyeball decoration is already faded on them, but like they, you know, the kids like to play with the balls anyways. I'm just gonna keep peeling my apple, sorry guys. My point is, sometimes people are, sorry, I love apples, too fast to judge. I know some people, I don't say some, I say all of us, but there are certain things that I do not to prove my point, how I'm the better one and I'm the better parent, and it's just practical, from practical side. And their clothes I wash separately, because I don't want them to be with the dirty school uniforms and sweaty uniforms of the boys and stuff like that. So there are things that I do just for cleanliness, and I'm not a clean freak. I probably used to be to some extent, but not like, I'm not clean freak. There are sometimes roaches walking all over the place freely at night, and which is more scary to me than any Halloween decoration, really. But and by the way, if you haven't been to Hawaii ever, which really first thing I saw made me want to turn back, pack up my stuff and go back home, was the roaches sizes. Apparently in Japan it's the same thing. They're this big. I'm not exaggerating. They are big and they fly. So that thing, I've seen them occasionally outside when it's semi-dark, like at dusk. I see them flying sometimes outside, but when you see that thing after you have been spraying it around the house and chasing it, now that was years ago. I used to buy sprays and just chase them around with a spray, and then they start flying as they're dying, and it's just gross. Now I just get the flop thingy that I buy, that I kill flies with, and I smash them, and then I just ask one of my boys, they're brave, they take some kitchen paper and wrap it in it, and then I just sanitize the place afterwards, and that's how it goes. But they are horrible, disgusting, and I'm okay with that. At some point I was like a freak, I was like no, but then I realized, you know, those cabinets are I don't want to say rotten, but like super old and super sure, rotten, whatever. Some of the stuff I haven't even touched from I don't know since who was the last person in this house, but my point is the kitchen whereabouts here is all like old, super old and ancient, and there are way too many holes. I'm pretty sure there are empires of roaches underneath and behind. And I mean, just to remind you guys that between the ground and the dirt of the ground and this kitchen floor I'm stepping on, there's like good 1 meter distance. So and that space is never used by anybody. Like I've seen one time one grandpa walking underneath, but just to check, because literally the house sits on legs, and when they start getting weak, that you can feel how the floor starts sinking in that area, just like around here where the fridge is right now. See, this was duct tape, and because the what do you call this tile, the tile started cracking because the wood underneath is bending. This one is really down on the side, so that means here is sinking, which means the house is getting really old. So the floor all over this kitchen has been cracked. So I tried to duct tape it because last summer my babies were crawling, and they were not walking, they were crawling. So I was freaked out. You know, that tile, when it's cracked like that and up, they could just put their finger in it and just pinch it. I don't know. So I put duct tape everywhere, but now is the second, the following summer, and the duct tape has worn out and just sticky and gross looking thing. But can't be bothered about that. So my point is, I try to make to create a safe environment, a clean environment as much as I can for everybody, and that's what I do. And I don't do it for praises. I just do it because I don't know, every mom will do that, don't you think? Sorry, I'm making apple pies bites today again, so I have to make sure that it has started, because the cheesecake takes more time for cooking afterwards. Those two are always on the go, right there behind me. So cute though. I boil apples with cinnamon from Costco and some sugar, and then that's a filling, and then I just use pie sheets from the supermarket. And so yeah, I think every mom has different ways. Like of course my mom had her own ways and in cleaning, but then again, her environment, her house was different from what I live in here. Here's completely different story because it's Japan. So, but you know, when I used to work Saturday mornings, I know it was for me to clean the house, like vacuum, mop, and stones outside to bake, and bedding. And not every Saturday, but I would do it like maybe every time when the sun allows me to. So the boys knew that, and they would jump in and help a little bit. Now I'm here all the time, so I just do it during the week when they're not here. But that would change soon, and when they start going to nursery school and I start going to work again. So I know every mom has her own ways, and the reason why is because you know the needs of your kids, you know the timing of your kids, you know what you pack up with you when you go out, you know what they might need. Sometimes you overdo it, you know, like me, sometimes you take more stuff that you need, but that's okay. Better have more than not have enough. But you know, the convenience of Japan is that even if you don't, they have those convenience stores where even there you can find, you know, like basics, diaper supply or nappies, wet nappies, and anything pretty much. And you can use their bathrooms for free too. They used to be like they used to have outside trash cans too, so whatever trash you accumulate in your car, you can just dump it there, like sorted, of course, like bottles and burnable and unburnable, whatever they call it, flammable, unflammable. I don't know. There are different ways of. Sometimes they say it in English in different ways, but that's what it is. And yeah. Every mom is different, and I wish I could know more moms around me so we can, you know, that's why it's important to have friends, I think, is because we share experience. Like my sister now, we share experience. Like she would have an experience with the kids and this and that happened, and I would share something else with her. For example, this morning I told her that in our neighborhood we need to deal with a fox now. We have a fox that comes and bites. We used to leave our sandals outside in the garden sometimes, like the boys would do it. And the next morning, everything, thank you, Kalea. And the next morning, everything is bitten into pieces, and those sandals are not able to be worn, like at all. And that animal tried to chew my sandals too, but like mine are, you know, for that a little bit thicker. And so it couldn't. Oh, it smells like cinnamon. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. Let me show you. It smells really good. But yeah, so my sister was like, wow, you got fox. And then you know, they came from the city hall, whatever institutions, whatever they have there, I have no idea, and then brought up like a cage, like a trap, and we can put something in there and catch it. I don't know, dog food, or I don't know. Hold on. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, my sweetheart. Santa, can you put that back, please? Thank you. No, one by one. It's okay. Everything together, baby. Thank you. Thank you, my sweetheart. They're always helpful. Those babies are always, always, always helpful. And I encourage them. I don't tell them, yeah, don't do it, I'll do it. No, no, no. I encourage them. You want to help me? Help me. Good. Here's some apple for you. Sweet potatoes are super expensive in Japan, but they're really good. They're really sweet. They're always purple, so today when I make the cheesecake, I'm going to put food dye to make the cheesecake purplish, which means I have to put a lot of red and blue because that's all the colors I got. Red, blue, and yellow and green are the colors. Okay, and yeah, it's last night I was so not like in the mood to sell anything, and we set up the house. When I say weeds, I mean me and the babies running around me. The other three boys, they just don't bother them. They just, you know, they're in their own world, and they had piano lessons anyway, so that was a busy day. And thank you, guy. Close it, please. So we set it up, and I was there, and then just 5 people showed up, and like all the apple pie was gone. I mean, it was not much. I had only 8 pieces actually, but yeah, they got lots of the pumpkin cheesecake too, and I was happy about that. So today is gonna be sweet potato. Inside is, you know, normal color, but I don't know what normal colors, but you know, like it's white, but outside is really purple. So, and they're really, really sweet. People usually you could pretty much boil it, mash it with a fork, and crack an egg and put some flour and bake and make it like into, like, spoon it out in a baking sheet and cookies right away. So it's really, really yummy. With the sweet potato, I don't really put the cinnamon because cinnamon is more like for apple and for pumpkin. But maybe, yeah, when I make pumpkin anything, I always put cinnamon and nutmeg. Apples is always with cinnamon. This guy is just plain. They're plain sweetness. They're really sweet. And pumpkins in Japan are very sweet. They're small and they're really sweet. I don't have right now to show you, but they're really sweet. I love Japanese pumpkin. Back home, pumpkins are huge and their outside are white. From what I remember, they're not like orange. Here they're green, dark green, like almost like blackish green, and then inside is very orange and sweet. Back home, there inside there could be yellow and orange, and outside are white. Every country is different, but like back home, like sometimes it could be not that sweet inside, so we would add sugar to sweeten it when we were eating it. I remember growing up. But here you don't have to add any sugar. It's just really sweet, and their corn is sweet. They call it sweet corn. I love sweet corn. I love all kinds of corn. I love the corn back home too because it's very thick and bready kind. It's like bread really. I don't know how it's the corn the same. It's probably like the one back home, but this one here is like sweet corn. So it's like back home how we eat corn is we butter it and we put salt on it, and it's just heaven, you guys. It's heaven. But here when you put salt around it's still good because it's like becomes like salty sweet, so it's good, but it's not like the same, you know. It's not like, yeah. So yeah, working on this guy still, almost done. Then I'll cut it and boil it and then mash it and then add it to the mixture of the cheesecake. You know how easy to make cheesecake is? I'll tell you. You get 200 grams of cream cheese, just 200, and crack 3 eggs in it and put 100 grams of sugar and add the whatever you call it, rich cream. We call it rich cream here. I don't know. It's like this thing that you can make whipped cream with it, and then a little bit of vanilla, and I usually put whatever other flavor I want. I could put sweet potato, I could put persimmon in the fall, I could put pumpkin puree, which I pre-cook of course first, and in the summer I put strawberries. I could put anything. I put banana, I've put mango before, anything. I put cracked Oreo cookies. That's the best. You could put also what do you call it? Where is that? Oh, did they finish it? Cocoa powder. I guess they finished it. Hold a second because those guys are touching everything everywhere. Can I have it please? Can I have it please? Oh, you can have those guys. Be careful here. Those things, please be careful with them, okay? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, anyways, I don't want to keep that long, but I don't know, like when I talk to myself in the voice in my head, like when I'm thinking, it sounds much better than when I'm speaking. I cannot really express myself verbally very well. I could do it on paper. I could type it up in no time. How my brain thinks is not through the mouth, it's through my fingers. Go figure. Everybody's different. Remember Moses and his brother Aaron? Moses was not the speaker. Aaron was, but Moses was the one to receive the revelations from the Lord, and everybody's different, man. That's how it is. All right, I'm just gonna embark in the making of sweets to sell so we can have some extra cash, hopefully, to help me for the upcoming, you know, birthdays, parties, sleepovers, who knows, presents of the sort. And yeah, it never hurts to have the extra cash, and plus I enjoy cooking a lot. So I'll let you know how the sweet potato cheesecake went, and the apples are really well cooking right now. Make this slow. Anyways, bye guys.